Hello, Buccaneer fans. Welcome to Championship Sunday. It's a pleasure to be coming to you live from Ralston Ice Arena. It's actually Liberty Credit Union Ice Arena in Ralston, Nebraska. We are attached to the big rink, the big arena. We played here on Friday night. That game I was over in the corner running light. Today I'm around center ice, still running light. We're going to get started in just about a minute. This is a rematch of Saturday morning's game between Des Moines and the Omaha Lancers. That matchup was a victory for Omaha 3-2. Bucs got on the board first 1-0 before the Lancers were able to tie it and eventually take the lead in the third period. Bucs gave pressure late, scoring a goal with 40 seconds left, but couldn't get the tiebreaker in, eventually falling 3-2. That game did end up very chippy, as have a lot of the games from Omaha this weekend. So we will see what today's game brings out, as these two teams, at least this particular weekend, do not like each other. As you can see, the Buccaneers are wearing their all reds. They started the tournament in the all reds. They're going to end it in all reds. Red jerseys, red breezers, red socks, white trim, a little bit of blue sprinkled in. Omaha is wearing their white jerseys with black shoulders, orange trim, black breezers, white, black, and orange socks. Notice the difference. I'm on another side of the rink today from where I was on Saturday night. Get to see the other side. We'll do a little more side to side today. No goal cam. And I'll try to do a little bit less zooming in. I am literally sitting on the stairs with the camera above me, so I may be a little late trailing, but I will do my best. We're at a pretty good vantage point here. Both teams are ready to go, just waiting for the officials. We have a pick. Oh, referee is fixing a net behind the Omaha goalie, so we will be starting in just a few seconds. As mentioned, this is a championship game. 5 teams in this pool, top 2 of the pool, participate for the championship. This has been the closest game of the weekend in the entire pool. Again, Lancers winning 3-2 on Saturday morning. That game played up in Sidner. Omaha wins the opening face-off. Puck goes into the corner. Gathered by Heron over to E-wing. Lambert chips it out. Lancers cross-ice pass, pressured by Brody Burns. Omaha coming off a 6-0 win in their final pool play game this morning over their Merrimack Sharks. Bucs did not have a game this morning. It was their off cycle. Still bouncing around, no one really with any possession of it. Offsides call. I'm going to go to center ice. Just over a minute gone here in the first period. Teams trying to feel each other out. Hence with the check with the puck at center ice. Chisel along the boards, sends it in. Before it's gathered up by the Lancers. No real sustained pressure or possession from either team thus far. Reckhamper backhands it over to Hentz. Chisel forwards onto neutral ice, gathered up by the Lancers before going the other way. Puck goes high up along the boards, clears the zone. Chisel's going to give chase. Omaha gathers behind their own net. Deacon Benning, pressure with the stick. Clearance pass gets caught at the point by Reckamper. Hentz sends it in below the line, bounces, hits the side of the net. Chisel back to Hentz, Hentz to center ice to Reckamper, pushes it a little bit closer to the net. Burst centering pass. Chisel's shot blocked in front, kicked off to the corner. Omaha comes with it, tries to clear. Reckamper keeps it in at the point. Evan Burke there with the Lancer in the half wall. Chisel goes in, takes it before the puck squirts free. West Main over to Cam Hentz at center ice. Cam's going to take it in. Before he stood up, backhand Jensen Walker receives it from Grant Walk, takes a shot. Saved by the Lancers. Kick back to the corner, Walk with it at the point. His shot hits the stick on the way through and puck dives behind the net. Walk still there. Takes a nice low shot, deflects in front of the goalie. Gavin Hazel with it at the point. Walker bullies his way to the puck, met by a couple Lancers, still in the face-off dot. Finally clearing the puck. We have an icing call. It's not going to get there. Poltis runs into the boards where it's gathered up by Hazel. It's met along the end line. Shot from the point, tries to flick on. Good save by Eli Sickles. Rebound gobbled up and frozen for a face-off. Eli Sickles in net for this game. Face-off coming to his left. Brody Burns, the end line with it. Ewing hits it high up to Lambert. Lambert over to Heron on the far side. Gets taken down at center ice. Still battling with the puck, sends it ahead. Omaha through the neutral zone, chased by Boston Ewing. Graham Heron with the poke check away. Sends a diagonal pass to Lambert, flicks it ahead. He's got two Lancers to beat. He's not going to get there. And we're going to get an icing call. Face off to the right of Eli. Ewing wings it to Lambert. Puck goes in behind the net, gathered by Heron. Plays it along the half wall. Centering pass hits the side of the net, puck in front, Heron down. Weak shot hits the side of the glass. Lancers down. Puck squirts free. Shot in front, hits the stick, goes up over the crossbar. Kaiser with the kick save on his feet. And the net comes off its bearings. Whistle is blown. Good save by Kaiser on the post with the skate. Eli was out in front. Saved a goal. We're going to get a face-off. A little over 7 minutes to go in the first period. Still scoreless, 0-0. Shot high over the glass. Chisel and Hentz can't get the puck free. Lancer's still with it. Centering shot, backhand. Never gets through. Jumps over a stick. Great pass On the backside, it was open. Shot hits the side of the net by the Lancers. Knocked away over to Shizzle. Shizzle, ill-advised pass. And we're going to get the net again knocked off its post. They don't have holes drilled in for these nets like we do at the Recplex. So they're just sitting on a pole that's kind of nailed into the ice. It's about a half-inch nail. Bucs need to clear the zone. Shot saved by Sickles. Wraparound attempt, not there. Bush job by the Bucs. Shot never gets through. Finally clears the zone. Shizzle gets his stick in there. Deacon Benny takes it in, and we're going to get offsides. Finally, a little bit of breathing room for the Bucs. Turns into an offside at center ice, neutral zone, right in from the Omaha bench. Pass goes to Teese. Cross ice pass to Hazel. Hazel pushes it up to Walk, met at mid-ice. Walker plays it off the boards. Walk's still with it, turns it over at the blue line. Omaha's going the other way. Teese clears the zone. Main with the pass over to Walk. Walk with the long diagonal to Walker. Walker with a flyer. Toe drags into the zone. Walk with a poke check. Teese keeps it in, off a flyer with his backhand. Finally, they cleared the zone. Walk backhand pass Lambert. The far side gets dispossessed in front of the benches. Teese uses his stick, poke check, shot, glove save. Sickles. Five minutes to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Omaha leading shot 6-3. Shot across the goal mouth. Going to the forward wall. Brody Burns there, clears the zone. Kaiser and Ewing meet at the red line. Omaha comes out with it. Shot blocked by Heron. Goes off into the corner. Ames plays it around. Met by Burns at the half wall. Get possession at the point. Ewing knocks it away. He's going 1-on-3. He's going to put a shot on net. Blocked away by Omaha into the corner. Lambert there. Lambert still fighting with Ewing. Backhand in front of the net, never gets to Burns. Burns still in front of the net. Boston with it, long diagonal. Here's the zone, gonna go all the way back behind our own net. Gathered up by Kaiser, backhands it towards the net. I think he just misplayed it. Brody Burns, diagonal pass to Aiden Lambert, takes a shot from the blue line. Hit by a stick on the way through. Ewing on the corner to Kaiser. Kaiser just kind of pushes it in. Puck clears the zone. Ewing with it right below us. Diagonal pass to Shizzle. Shizzle fighting his way through the face-off circles. Backhands to nobody in the middle. The offsides by Omaha. 3:10 left to go here in the period. Deacon Benny in the dot for the Bucs. Face-off won by Omaha. Gathered by Rick Kemper. Takes it behind his own net. Skidder stops, clears the zone. Shizzle there, takes it away. Referee gets in the way, slows up Shizzle a little bit, Benning with it. Backhand to Hentz, top of the slot, over to Rick Kemper at the point, sends it a low shot in. Benning gets a stick on it, but nothing more. Centering pass hits the side of the net. Benning stood up against the boards. And puck cleared out of the zone to Hentz. Hentz with the shoulder. Backhands it over to Shizzle. Clears the zone, but gathered by the Lancers in front of their bench. Benning tries a poke check. Lancers go to the near side, sends it across, behind the net, around the boards. Ray Kemper there to meet. Gathered by Burke. Evan Burke going the other way into the zone. Support finally arrives with Ken Shizzle, forcing a pass to Hentz at the point. Hentz with the snapshot, hits somebody in front. Walker gets a diagonal pass, hits a Lancer in the skate. 90 seconds to go here in the first period. We're going to get a long pass for an icing. 6 inches to the left of the net. Good effort. First period ending, going about as well as we can. Similar to Saturday morning. Both teams pretty evenly matched at this point. Walker carrying through the neutral zone. Dumps ahead to the end line. Gives chase. 2 Lancers behind him. Puck comes loose in front. Coltis at the face-off. Takes a shot. Flex wide. Rebound misses wide of the net. Clearing pass hits Walked in the chest. Grant sends it to the corner. Nobody there for the Bucs. Lancers come up with it. Clearing the zone. Thiessen Hazel back checking with Walked. Walked's going to get a penalty called against him. And there's the whistle with 39 seconds to go. We're going to get 2 penalties. We're going to get a double penalty. Walks is slashing. Hazel's going to be called for tripping right there at the very end. Bucs are going to go 5-on-3 for 90 seconds. We're going to finish this period 5-on-3 unless they score, and one of them will get out. Omaha with it, playing it around the point. Centering shot hits Kaiser in the skate. Kaiser's going to go the other way. Just get rid of it, Everett. Get rid of it. There's an elbow to the head. They're going to go the other way in a 3-on-1. We're going to get an offside. That's an elbow to the head. Yep, he called it. Well, we're going to go 4-on-3. 16 seconds to go. 4-on-3. Ewing wins the face-off. Kaiser with it. Shot hits a Lancer. Long pass. Shot goes behind the net. Cleared out. 2 seconds, 1 second. That first period going to come to an end. We are scoreless. 0-0. We'll be back in time for the second period. And we're back for the second period. Bucs still on a 4-on-3 for another 51 seconds. Then they'll get about a 20-second power play. The key here, 4-on-3, possession of the puck and kill time. Ray Camper with it behind his own net, doing a good job. Milking seconds off. Centering pass gets intercepted in the slot. Shot by Sickles, can't control it. And they score. Sickles gives up a rebound. And the goal is given to the Lancers. We get one out of the box now, so it becomes a 4-on-4 for 30 seconds. Then the Bucs will have their 20-second power play. Ray Camper still with it over to Hentz. Hentz lifts it high over. Hits the net. Not the net, hits the boards in front of the bench. Slows down for no icing. Lancers go the other way. We're going to get an icing call there. Got 9 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4. Face off, great opportunity here for the Bucs. A little bit of space. Evan, Burke, Shizzle, Hentz, and Ray Kemper are out there. Burke wins the face-off, loses it off his stick. He had a great opportunity, a shot there had he kept it on his stick. Ray Kemper and we're going to get a penalty for too many men on the ice. Benning jumped on too early as door was open for you, Gavin. You decided to skate to the other end. And there goes our opportunity for any power play. Back to 4-on-4 for about 15 seconds. Lancers win face-off. Shot from the point. Evan Burke's going to get call for roughing. Burke with an elbow. Sits in a box. They're going to have a 5-on-3 here. It's a shot on net. Rebound given up. Goes behind the net. Shot hits Sickles. Net comes off the stanchion. Referee blows up. Shot from the Lancers. Saved by Eli, gobbled up, no rebound. 50 seconds to go. Walked, get the face off. Kaiser and Heron out there. Winds up top of the circles. Puck squirts to the far corner. Kaiser's pressures. Bucs get possession of it. 45 seconds to go. We're on a 2-on-4 here, fellas. Let's be smart about it. Shot on net, covered up by the Lancer goalie. We're going to get a face-off. Bucs trail 1-0. 10 minutes left to go here in the second, which we're seeing, I believe, 5 penalties in the last 2.5 minutes of game time between the two teams. Puck won by the Lancers, gathered behind their own net. Walked in front. Two on two. Walk goes with the poke check from behind. He's going to go the other way. He's got one defender to beat. Hits the post. Rebound by Heron. Gobbled up by the Lancer goalie. Walk shot hits the post. Rebound in front. Heron doesn't get a good shot off, and it flies into the goalie's stomach where it's held. 12 seconds to go in the first power play, or penalty kill, excuse me, for too many men. Walk with the face-off win, pushes it into the end line, gathered by the Lancers. Everett pokes it away, tries the backhand. We should have one coming out of the box now. Now we're at 5-on-4. Kaiser with it behind his own net, met by a Lancer. Puck squirts free. Heron backhands it to the corner for Walker. Walker past the main. No, hit a skate. Hit a skate. Icing call, but important part here is the Bucs are finally at full strength with 9 minutes to go in the period. Main with it. Burns blocks it. That puck is out of the zone. Referee says no, it wasn't. Burns presses up to Main. He's all alone at center ice. We're going to get it offsides. Ewing with the face-off, it's neutral zone. Lancers take it. Tease loses an edge, takes it. Covered up by Sickles along the near post. Puck to a Lancer at the top of the face-off dot. Shot. Rebound given up by Sickles. Puck is behind the net with Burke. Burke up against the boards. Tease loses his skate. Falls down with it. Puck is still loose. Lambert. Shot. Finds its way through. Hits the stick of Sickles. Pushed aside. Tease with it behind the net. Flips it over. Puck finally clears the zone for the Lancers. Burns pokes it away. Got a delayed penalty here. Shot. Referee 80 feet away called the slash, not the one 10 feet away. Looks like Boston Ewing is the one. Call should have been on Brody, but they're going to give it to Ewing instead. Referee's got his hand up, and we're going to get a penalty on Omaha for interference. Right on the face-off. Yep. It's going to be calling the face-off. Interference on the Lancers. Won the face-off, and the Lancer fell on the puck. I don't know exactly what happened, but we weren't granted access to the puck. So now we're 4-on-4 for about 90 seconds. Jensen Walker turnaround shot doesn't make it through. Hentz plays it with a high stick as it's going over his head. Easy icing call there, guys. Hentz in the corner with Lockton Walker out there along with Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper going around the far boards. Walker trailing. Takes it all the way in. There's a shot. Goal! No goal. No goal. Good save by Omaha goalie. Great pass from Ray Kemper, taking it in deep. Backhands it to Walker. I thought it got past the pad, but it looks like it might have got behind the pad, but it was still in the crease. Referee was right there. Omaha wins the face-off. Puck cleared of the zone. Walker pokes it away again. So the Lancers fly it in. Hence battling along the boards. We're going to get coincidental minors here. .6:30 to go here in the second period. Bucs still trailed 1-0. About 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Bucs will have a few seconds on a power play before Omaha gets theirs out. There's another centering pass. Kaiser with the low shot. Hits the Lancer. Goes off into the corner. Flicks it on. Offsides will be the call. Puck barely crossed the blue line. These refs are not making either side happy, which means they're probably doing a pretty good job. Long pass attempt, intercepted at center ice by the Lancers, going the other way with it. Shot misses wide of the net, caroms all the way out to the point. Heron in the corner with it. Shot eaten up by Eli. Both sides are back to 5-on-5 for about another 50 seconds. And then the coincidentals will be able to come out. Puck won by Heron in his own zone, coming through on the near side. Takes it into the dots, just takes a shot in, played with a high stick by Lancer, but nothing called there. Shizzle with it behind the net. Burke waiting for it in front. Puck goes out to the high slot for Kaiser. Kaiser takes a shot, hits a Lancer. Heron's trying to back check. Backhand misses wide of the net. Kaiser there smacks around the boards. Clears out. No, he touched it. No icing called. Shizzle giving chase. We're going to call. All right, we're going to call offsides now. Hazel gives chase, flicks it off the glass in front. Bearing pass hits Burke in the knees. Gathered up. Burke takes it in between the slots, loses it. Benning there also loses it. Hazel back with a great poke check away. No call. That's going to be a call. We're going the other way with it. Burke's going to get a hook. We're going to get a double penalty here. We're going to get two of them. Bucs are going to, they should end up with a 5-on-3 here. Okay, Bucs finally get a little bit of momentum here. Got a roughing penalty and then a hooking penalty on Burke as he was driving through the neutral zone. Bucs finally get their 5-on-3 opportunity. Walked, Hentz, Reckamper, Walker, and Main out there. Main with it. Shot misses behind the net. Reckamper gathers it here at the point. Can't keep it in. Pass goes in. Reckamper stopped at the point. Centering pass to Walker. Loses it off a stick. We're going to go the other way. We're going to get an icing call, so we'll leave it right here. A minute 5 left on the 5-on-3. 4:06 left here in the second period. Bucs are trailing 1-0. Goal scored early in the second period. Walk to Hentz. Hentz with a shot from the point, misses wide. Reckamper's shot hits a flyer right, a Lancer in front of the net. I keep saying flyer. These teams are orange and black, just like Ames. Walker with toe drag at the face-off circle to the end line. Centering pass gets through all the way to the far wall. Gathered up by Hentz. Hentz met behind the net. Puck goes high up into the glass, and we're going to get a face-off. .32 seconds to go on the penalties. There's a shot, hits the pad, deflected out, covered up. And we're going to get some more checking and another penalty. Yep, that's right, call that one. He was standing there and he got pushed. So we're going to get another penalty. We've got 25 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Ewing wings it over to Walk, back to Heron. Heron over to Kaiser. Kaiser's pass deflected by a Lancer. We're gonna get a tripping on Omaha. No, we're gonna get a tripping on Burns. Tripping call on Burns, 80 feet away from the puck. Still have 14 seconds on a 5-on-3. Excuse me, it's a 4-on-3. He's just going to hold the puck against the boards. Finally breaks free. Heron with it, gets met at center ice. Kaiser can't control it. Now it's a 5-on-4. Lancer's going the other way. There's a shot. Rebound given up by Sickles. Kaiser tries to clear it. Lancer's with it. Heron to Ewing, clears the zone. Puck is loose. Lambert with the shove. Heron backhands it to clear the zone. He's offsides. He's offsides! He was offsides! Refs miss offside. Sorry for the camera here. .222 left here in the period. Not sure what the calls are here. Referees are explaining something here with the penalties. It should never have been a 5-on-4. They still had one in the box. They came out with 5. So we have 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. Brody Burns' penalty will expire then. The Bucs then will have a 14-second power play. 2:22 left here in the second. Lancer's cross-ice pass, front of the penalty box. Hence with the friendly shove. Redcamper gathers behind the zone net. Over to Shizzle. Shizzle flicks on into neutral ice. Burke giving chase with a couple Lancers. Redcamper keeps it in at the point, takes a shot. Saved by Lancers goalie. Not sure how he did that. He saved it with his blocker into his glove, going away from the shot. So kudos to him. Great shot, great save. 10 seconds left to go on the Burns penalty. Shizzle wins it to the corner, back to Redcamper. Redcamper's shot never gets through, hits Lancer in the slot. Redcamper pass over to Hentz. Shizzle kicks it on, 1 second left, penalty's over. Bucs have a 5-on-4. Puck is loose behind the net, now it's a 5-on-5. Back to full strength, a minute and a half to go. Hentz can't control it at the blue line, tries to backhand it, hits the Lancer. Benning with it, Chisel pulls it in front of his own bench. Squirts free all the way past Hentz and Raycamper. It's going to go all the way to Sickles. Sickles is going to cover it instead of play it over to Blake, where he can carry it out. .106 to go here in the second period. Very exciting second period. Walk with the face-off, Main with it in the corner. We go under 1 minute to go. Puck goes high up in the air. Lands in the face-off dot. Lancers with the shot. Puck comes all the way up into the corner. No icing. Lancers control the puck, send it in around the far boards. West Main there to meet with it at the half wall before it's taken by a couple Lancers. Thiessen Hazel on the D. There's a shot, rebound. Lancer still with it. Centering pass hits the side of the net. Puck free, gathered by the Lancers in their own end. 7 seconds to go. Long diagonal to Teese. Teese sends it to neutral ice, and that's how the period's going to end. Omaha gets a goal early in the second, takes a 1-0 lead here at the end of 2. We'll be back with the very exciting third period in just a minute. We're back for the third period. 12 minutes left in the tournament for both of these teams. Ewing, Burns, and Lambert out there along with Heron and Kaiser. Lancers win the draw. Send it in deep, gathered by Kaiser in the corner, pressured by a Lancer. Ewing in the corner. Puck still up against the boards, finally comes free. Heron sends it up to Lambert. Lambert with a nice slow diagonal to clear the zone. Lancer still with it. Ewing pokes it away to Lambert. Lazy pass gets all the way through to the defensive zone. Brody Burns with the long pass to nobody. Kaiser to Ewing. Burns loses his stick. Two Lancers collide. Heron with the shot in the slot. Gobbled up by the goalie. Glove side. But it was something positive for the Bucs. There hasn't been much of it this game. Some players out there just like to be skating around, and others not sure if they want to be here. Makes it difficult for everybody else. I know they're tired. I'm not saying anything that can't be said after 4 games, 5th game on a weekend. This is for a championship, boys. This is where we get to dig deep. This is where dry land is all about. All those stairs, all those stretches. Puck finally squirts free. Ewing in the corner. Comes loose. Burns passes back to Ray Kemper. His shot goes behind the net. Hence at the point. Hence loses it. Lancer's going the other way. There's a shot gobbled up by Sickles. Held. 10 minutes to go here in the game. Out in front of the net, taken away by Evan Burke. He's going to go the other way with the Lancer chasing him. Tries a toe drag. Hits the skate. Evan, you got to go hard to the net there, buddy. You're in a foot race with the Lancer. Let him make the call. You're fast enough, buddy. Take that hard to the net. Make him trip you up. Kaiser in the corner. There's a shot. Glove saved by Sickles to the side of the net. 9:25 to go in the game. Bucs trail 1-0. Shot high over the net. Hits the glass all the way out to the point. Lancer send it back in behind the net. Somebody open, hits the crossbar. Goes high up over. Walker there in front of his own bench. Grant walked with it behind his own net. Kaiser, Statue of Liberty play. Nice. Walker with a poke check. Tries again, can't get it. Flyers are changing. Walk tries to toe drag at the blue line, met from a Lancer. Lancer sends it in deep behind the net. They're going to change behind the play. Heron back to retrieve. Heron tries to take it out of the zone by himself. Deflected in. Walker clears the zone. Forces a check up by the Lancers. Send it back in deep. Looks like they're playing the send it in deep and chase game for this 3rd period. Kaiser sends it out. We're going to have to work hard here, boys. West Main with it. Neutral ice. Omaha comes out with it. Main battles back at the blue line. Walker takes a check at the red line. Lancers with it. Get control at center ice. Cole Teese with the next poke check away. Lancers gain the zone. Shot hits Heron in the breezers, goes into the corner. Puck squirts free. Brody Burns with it going down center ice. Little collision in the corner. Referee there, make sure both sides are okay. Teese and Lambert back on defense. Teese is going to take it in as the Lancers are changing. West Main stays back on D. Lambert there to support. 7 minutes to go. Lancers delaying behind the net. Finally breaking out to Teese. Met at the red line. Austin Ewing takes the zone. Winds up, fakes a shot. Richter high up over the glass. Omaha's going the other way with it. Teese with the poke check, doesn't quite get there. Brody Burns, great sliding stop, forces the bad pass. We're going to get no icing, tipped. We've got Aiden Lambert pressuring the corner, tries to poke check it away. Spinner by Lancer, forwards it out of his own zone. Cross ice pass is intercepted by the Lancer, going the other way with it. Sickles plays it with his stick. Lancer there to retrieve in front of Lambert. Hence with the shot up against the boards. I'm surprised that he's still going to play the rest of the game. There you go, Cam. Burns carrying it at the blue line, back to Hentz. Burns with the shot from the Lancer, saved by Sickles. 5:48 to go in the game. Bucs trail 1-0. Benning with the face-off over to Shizzle. Hentz back there. Shizzle over in the side. Clear the puck out. Evan Burke with it. Gets leveled. We're going to get head contact. Bucs are going to get a power play. We're going to get roughing. Evan Burke still down on the ice. Coach Kaiser's over to check on him. Evan is moving. Evans up on his feet, skating away. Seth now asking for an explanation from the referee on why it's not contact to the head. Definitely a cross check. Referees converse. And we're going to get back to action. 5-on-4 Bucs. Shot from Hentz into the net, into the goalie. Rebound gathered by the Lancers. Benning with the shot. Looks like it goes high up and over. Boston backhand in front. Hentz with the top of the face-off dot. Shoots low, misses wide right. Reckhepper from the point. His shot never gets through after the back wall. There's a backhand from Boston behind the net. Turnaround shot. Extracurriculars in front of the net. Good save from Omaha goalie. 5:03 to go, 1 minute to go on the power play. Ewing with it at the point. Low pass blocked by Lancer, sends it all the way down the other way. We're not going to get an icing, Hence is going to get there. Hence with a long pass to the blue line, flips over Omaha Lancer skate. Shizzle there to give chase, but flicks it out to the Lancer. Ray Camper back on D for the Bucs. Diagonal pass to Benning, center ice. The Bucs are going to change behind it. High up in the air. Ray Kemper uses his glove, knocks it down, carries it into the offensive zone on the far boards. Now into the corner. Toe drag knocked away by a Lancer. Still toe dragging in the corner. Walker in front of the net calling for it. That should be a slash on Walker, but ref says no way. Kaiser going the other way. Backhand by the Lancer, pushed away by Eli. Both teams are at full strength now. We're going to get an icing call. And come back in front of Eli. 3:43 left to go. Shots on goal in favor of Omaha, 19-10. Aaron flicks it ahead on the half wall. Gathered up by Walks. Walk with the diagonal pass to Kaiser. Flicks it out of the zone. Gathered by Walker. Still action in the neutral zone right below me. West Main with Walker. Lancers come out with it. Collision in the face-off dot. Referee hands out. No call. Centered in. Heron knocks it into the corner. Walk there to receive. Puck comes free. West Main with it. Everett Kaiser with the long diagonal. It's going to be an icing call. Not close enough to the red line. 2:48 left to go in the period. Face-off won by Ewing, clears the zone. Flicked ahead by Lambert. Lambert with a shot low. Hits the goalie, covers it up. And we'll get a face-off in front of the Omaha net. Hazel with the shot from the point, flex off a Lancer. Brody Burns keeps it in momentarily. Boston Ewing with the check. Omaha is calling for it. Referee on the backside calls it. I'm going to call interference on Ewing. It's going to make this a lot more difficult for the comeback. 2:15 left to go in the period. Lancers win the puck, send it in deep behind the net. Kaiser there, disrupted by a Lancer. Shot blocked by Kaiser in front of the net, bounces up in the air. Puck into the corner, under 2 minutes to go now. Walked up to Heron. 2-on-2. Reckhemper, Heron with a shot, stick in front, got caught. Fair caught by the Omaha goalie. Not a strong shot, but a shot nonetheless. Now we have an opportunity on a face-off here. Puck clears the zone to Kaiser. Pokes it ahead to Hentz. Center ice. Pushed ahead by Ray Kemper. Heron pressuring in the attacking zone. Kaiser sends it back along the boards. Lancer's clear. Backhands it into his teammate. Checked by Hentz. Carries it around the boards. Chips it high up. Lancers just send it in deep. That's an icing. Thank you. Under a minute to go. 58 seconds. 14 seconds left on the penalty. To Ewing for goalie's been pulled. We need to possess. We need to possess for 14 to get a 6-on-5. Walked. Wins the face-off along the boards. Kaiser and Redkemper back to retrieve. Got 6 seconds to go on the penalty. Come on, boys. Redkemper can't control. Hits the ref. Bounces back, luckily to Redkemper. Heron carries it into the half wall. Tries to flick on to a charging Ewing. Puck is still loose. Kept in by Redkemper. Kemper with the shot. This is wide of the net. Goes into the corner. 25 seconds to go. Puck is still loose in the middle. Cleared out to Kaiser at center ice. Bucs have to change. Heron checks up. There's a high pass. It's going to be icing. We're going to get an icing call with 12 seconds to go. 6-on-5. Seth is going to use his timeout. Draw something up here on the face-off. 12 seconds to go. Bucs trail 1-0. Goal given up early in the second period. This has been a good game. A lot of action. These two teams carrying over a lot of what transpired in their game yesterday. A lot of physicality. Right now, Omaha's leading on the scoreboard 1-0. But the Bucs have not given up. They are come a long way from just a month and a half ago when we played these teams again. Lost 5-0 both times. We still have a lot to work on, and we will work on that. But these boys have fought. They've given up 4 goals the entire weekend, all to Omaha. 5 games and 4 goals. Both pretty good statistics. Shout out to Eli and Uriah for keeping us in every game that we could. Opportunities to win here. Bottom line, Bucs have to get a goal in the next 12 seconds. 6-on-5, empty net. People in front, of course, are standing. They have literally nobody in front of them, and they're standing. Puck into the corner. Lancers are just going to kill it up against the boards. Puck comes loose. And there it is. And it's over. And the Buccaneers finish second in the Omaha Classic, losing both games to Omaha. This championship game 1-0. Goal scored by Omaha early in the second period proved to be the difference. Proud of the boys. Every parent here should be proud of their boys. If you're not here, be sure to give them a hug tonight. Remind them how proud you are to watch them play. This one's going to sting a little bit, but this is how far we've grown, and we're not even playing our best hockey yet. So from Nick Heron in Omaha, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next week in Dodgeville, Wisconsin. Go Bucs.